Davy Rogers is up. Rogers swings the left. Oh, Davy Rogers! What a goal by Davy Rogers!
Not one person in this stadium seen this coming halfway. You can see the guards behind the goal at the main stand. They will be investigating Shelbourne for robbery. They have absolutely mugged Treaty United here at Tottenham.
And find the goal! Harry Wood, the jersey's off. 6 minutes to... Look at that one! What a goal that is!
Hi folks, welcome to another LOI talk. Today we have a slight different format, and the reason is the international break. So what we will do in the next 3 hours, actually, 3 hours, mad. It's almost like a marathon. So first we're going to discuss last weekend games. So I have here my good friend Corner that we already know. We also have Corner Barry diving in from Waterford. So with them, I want to discuss last weekend games, and in 40 minutes from now, we will be cheering for Ireland here and hope the boys in the green will make us happy. So just before we move on, I just want to encourage everyone who haven't subscribed to do so, because that's how this thing gets spread. If you know someone who is into the topic but doesn't know our podcast, let them know, send them a message, knock their door, WhatsApp them, just to use the best method you have at your access. And if you enjoy our chat, just give it a thumbs up. It's also very, very friendly from your end. So let me just greet my panel. Corner, how are you today?
I am very well. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's great to see you here again. You were in the pitch recently, no? You were playing.
I was playing, yeah. I was playing in the FA Disability County Cup. Won 2 games, drawn 2, lost 1. Did very well at the back. I play as a centre back at the back for my for Lincoln United disability team, and obviously we came a little bit short in getting into the semi-finals, but my team gave it a very good go, and then in the league, my team is top of the table. So we're working very, very hard to win the winter League One title.
Best of luck for the upcoming games. We'll be here cheering for you. Connor, it's first time you are here with us. You are very welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Thanks very much. How are you getting on yourself?
Yeah, all good. It was good. All good. So I'm very interested in your insights, since Waterford has been one of those teams which is, I'd say, unpredictable at this point. So we never know what to expect. We already are receiving comments here. John Brandon said, looking forward to another great episode with Rad. Thank you very much. We are very happy that you are still with us. Our good friend Dave Roycroft, which is a recent member of the audience, but he is sticking with us. So he is enjoying our show. Don't forget to stretch here, fellas. Don't want anyone straining a hamstring watching the game. Yeah, we'll take it easy. Yeah. And John Brennan again, the next Sergio Ramos corner.
I wish, though. Yeah. Thanks for the comment, though, John.
Yeah, Sergio Ramos was kind of a nasty one back in the days. You remember?
Yeah, he was a nasty player, especially playing for Real Madrid back in the day. But other than that, he was one of the greatest centre backs of all time.
Was he who injured Mo Salah?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he brought him down, and that's how Salah injured his shoulder, and then Salah wasn't at his very best from that season, just after the Champions League final.
Yeah, I don't want to upset people, but I remember I'm Portuguese myself, and Portugal was meant to play with Egypt, and I think it was the first or the second game, and Mo Salah couldn't make it. So I was, let me say it like that, I was half happy, I don't want to upset people, but I was half happy with that,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through the games here. Which result I was also half happy about it. Shelbourne won, Cork won. How did you see that game, Cornell?
This game obviously was an interesting game because both teams wants to get back to their very best. Shelbourne wanted to respond after losing their game last week. Cork City came in obviously with the chance to get back to winning ways, despite that Damien Duff said that there was a bug going around the camp, but obviously he got on with it and he put out his best team that he could. But Cork City struck first, and this is why I said that Cork City will be favourites to around the European places. But for me, Rory Keating does what he always does, realistically, and scores goals. And this is why, obviously there was no Sean Maguire in the team, which is not very good for Cork City, but they managed to get Keating on the ball and he managed to score first. And then sooner you know it, Shelburne equalizes and the game is drawn and both teams take a point. But yeah, it was a brilliant game to watch. And obviously I know the officials didn't really play their part, didn't really help, really, to be fair. But look, both teams get a point and they can go into the next game doing well this in the new season.
Yeah, 100%. I was actually at Toka Park myself, and even when Cork was winning, I told my friend who is a Shells fan that we are not going to bring the 3 points back to Cork. I know this team, they get really anxious when they are on the lead, and at least we will equalize. And it's a pity that I didn't bet because I would have won. But 1-1, as you said, Cornell, it's not a bad result for any of the teams. How did you watch it as a Waterford fan, Connor?
Well, obviously hearing that Shelburne had, a stomach bug rage through the camp, Cork, that definitely, helped in terms of kind of the mindset in the camp in the days prior. But for both teams to pull out with a point, I think Shelburne will be quite disappointed. And, Cork, nothing more they can really ask for at the start. They've had a win, a draw, and 3 losses so far. Hasn't been the ideal start, but you can't really fault them. They're a new team. Sean Maguire, went down versus Waterford and left his pitch injured. So in that sense, they've lost, one of their danger men up top. So, coming out with a point, I think that's the best City could have asked for. But Shelburne and Duff are definitely disappointed in that result because they definitely felt they could have pulled out 3 points.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because, let's say you are the champions and you are welcoming in your own ground a team who just came up from the first division, and you don't dominate, you don't control the whole game. You are half happy with the draw. That's not what we would expect from a champion, no?
Well, you'd expect them to, come out on top, really, as, champions. You'd expect them to really run riot this year, especially, they made some great signings in the off-season, preparing for Champions League football. But with the circumstances of a bug in the camp, you've lost a couple of key players. So it's a pretty struck-down squad. You can't really do much with that. But in that circumstance, I think a draw was probably the most expected result out of that game.
Yeah, talking of the officials, Cornell, few comments here. They've mentioning brutal officiating, especially in the first half. Also from Cork, who is a massive Cork City fan. Cork City had 3 yellow cards. I watched the first one in real time and on replays. Even John, who is not a Cork City fan himself, is acknowledging that Cork seem to be getting awfully hard done by with officials so far with this season. So it seems that people are echoing your comments, Cornell. It's really happening.
Yeah, I think basically the officials haven't really been that nice towards Cork City, and yeah, as John's put in the comments that that Cork's being seem to be getting undone by the referees and the officials, and decisions are not going their way. So I think it's quite upsetting to see that. But I think one thing for sure is that Cork City can be proud that they got a point, really.
Dave is adding, Cork needs to close out those games. When they are winning, it feels like they lack the killer instinct and they get conservative when they have a lead. That's exactly what I was referring to a couple of minutes ago. And an interesting note from John Brennan saying that if Cork is still collecting points without Maguire or Sullivan, there will be no fear of them of facing a drop. Interesting remark, yeah. Okay, so what else we have here on the list? Oh, Galway defeated Waterford 1-0. That were you expecting that, Connor, given that Galway are very impressive, or we were thinking that Waterford could come back at least with a draw?
Um, I got. I was realistically expecting that Galway United have been on a very, very strong performance this season. Obviously, questions will be asked: can they carry on the good form that they've been showing? And when you've got Moses Dyer up front, who's causing problems, absolutely brilliant striker since signing for them. And honestly, I think the way that their manager has got them set up is fantastic, and the winning mentality of Galway United is fantastic to watch. And for them to beat Waterford, who are realistically underdogs, and I still favour them to be favourites for the European places come from now to the end of the season. I think that Galway United were deserving winners. Not saying that Waterford were not unlucky not to get a point or not to go and get a win, but the way that Galway United has been playing this season and the way that they've performed this season is showing that they are really determined than ever to get into that European spots from now to the end of the season.
I'm very keen to hear your thoughts since we're a Waterford fan, Connor.
Well, to start off, since I think 2022 in the playoffs, we haven't actually got a result against Galway, draw or a victory. Galway always seem to run winners, and last Friday night was no different in sense of a Borden header at the 80th minute, the far post. We seem to just be a bit too weak off set pieces, especially corner kicks. I don't think we have that proper man marking setting in the box. From free kicks, I think we're a bit better. But from the corner kicks, it seems we're just letting a man or two too empty in the centre of the box, which leaves the opponent with an easy header, as we've seen on Friday night. So it was a good performance all around. It was a very good match in the sense of it was a tight result. The result really could have gone either way. Watford, I think, were on top in possession, shots on target. But it was more that Galway seemed to just be able to finish their shots much easier. They seem to just be able to crack through our defence. We're playing a 5-back, which personally, I just don't think is working. From the wing back to the full back, there's just too much space in between. And I don't think Watchalong has addressed that in training. So, as we've seen playing Cork City and Bows, there's that small gap. We'll use Kyle White for an example to the full back. Bows were able to cut through way too easy, and we ended up giving away 2 penalties from that mistake. They're both fairly similar from the same kind of run. So I think Watchalong over this international break really needs to look at how his squad is made, his formations, and how he's going to change that so we don't have the exact same problem every single time. But all in all, that Galway result, it was kind of expected, but it is still frustrating not to come away with at least a draw.
Now, one result that I think surprised most of us, not because Rovers have a bad squad, but Drogheda has been doing pretty well since the beginning of the season. We all know how hard it is to play in their ground, and Shamrock, based on tradition, they were not that happy over the last few years, but this time they were. How did you watch it? I will keep the ball with Connor for now.
Well, I didn't. I seen highlights, but I didn't see too much of them. I think Rovers were fairly good for the sense they've had a fairly rocky start to their season. Losing to Sligo just the other week, but an Ed McGinty penalty save in I think the 95th minute was definitely something that'll keep the energy within that squad going. It's definitely Drogheda have had a brilliant start to the season. There's no doubt about that. They've invested well over the winter break. They know they have Europe on their hands this year, so they're going to be wanting to push towards the top half of the table compared to last year. So, I thought Drogheda maybe could have pulled a draw out of this because, Rovers, I've heard Rovers fans say Drogheda's their dodgy team. They seem to always, not pull off the results they want. I know, it's always against Drogheda. So it just seems that, Friday night, they completely outperformed them, in my opinion. People can, debate otherwise. But from what I've seen, Rovers were definitely on top. Unlucky not to get the draw, especially with the penalty save. But all in all, it was a great game. And, Rovers, they came out on top 2-1. That's 2 wins and 2 draws to start off the season. So not too bad, but not great for their standard.
I remember, Cornell, from our last chat that none of us were expecting Rovers to win, but they did.
Yeah, they did. I expected that Drogheda would win this game and come out with a draw or come out with a win. Honestly, Drogheda obviously scoring first. Drogheda are the underdogs and they're obviously pushing for Europe and they want to finish as high as they can this season. And when you've got Drogheda United's players on form, it's very, very difficult to really to decipher. But Shamrock Rovers, obviously, they're starting to get back their form now. When you've got informed players like Danny Grant in there, you've got Matt Healy, that's really been an absolute impact of a signing since signing for Shamrock Rovers. And then you've got best passers like Dylan Watts in there. It is very, very difficult. And to go to Droghed's ground is very, very difficult. And there has been some big teams in the League of Ireland from seasons downwards that realistically have gone to Droghed's ground and either got a draw or they've lost. But that is how Drogheda United are. They are the underdogs. They are a team that will never back down. No matter if you put a big team in front of them, they will always give you a hard game. And let's be real here. Drogheda gave them a very, very hard game. And, honestly, you've got to give credit to Drogheda that they really gave heart and soul and effort into their game. But Shamrock Rovers showed the quality that they are, and that's the reason why they are favourites to go on and try and win their 5th consecutive League of Ireland title.
Okay, before I move to the next game, I just want to tell people the chat box is open. If they have any any comment, any query, just throw it there. We are happy to pick it and make it part of the conversation. St. Patrick's 3, Bohemians 0. Both are under pressure. I think the manager won't last more than, I'd say, if he is still the manager when we get to Easter, you'll be lucky. Cornell, your thought?
My thoughts on this is I'm just disappointed in Bohemians as a team and their manager Aaron Reynolds. What I don't understand is when they bought Mose into their Bows team, and I saw that and I was like, am I seeing things? Like, I could understand where Bohemian fans are realistically going with this. They're thinking, well, okay, Mose is going to really score them goals and get them up and get them to try and challenge for European places. But all this hype around Mose, I think some Bohemians fans has to be a bit realistic and think, is he is he going to be the striker that's going to score goals? Yes, we could wait until the season goes all along, and then we could see the very best of Mose. But when you've got Colin Whelan in this team that is pushing out Mose at the team, you're thinking, I think Whelan is more going to get goals than Mose. So for me personally, I wasn't surprised. 4 defeats. That is not good of Bohemians. You look at this team. You look at their lineup. They put some certain players in there in certain positions, and I'm thinking, well, why has he put that midfielder at the back? Why has he done this? Why has he not played Mose up front instead of playing Whelan? Whelan is obviously the only one that's scoring goals. Yes, Pearson, fantastic signing. Lacey, fantastic signing at the back. I mean, maybe Lacey could have played, but I think for me, if this form carries on and they carry on losing their games, questions are going to be asked of Bohemians. As for St. Patrick's, I can't put it past them. That is the reason why they are second. When you've got informed players like Aidan McKenna, who scored 5 goals this season, had 9 of the most shots on target, then you're in serious trouble. when you've got players, a front three, like a front four, like Zebedee, when you've got Jake Mulaney who's bossing it, you've got Aidan McKenna, it is difficult to handle. Yes, Lennon's not in their team due to injury, but they've found ways. Stephen Kenny has found ways to make sure that they can get the job done. Obviously, brilliant goals again. Zebedee, fantastic signing. Since he's come to St. Patrick's, everything has been brilliant about this team, and that is the reason why they are favourites for the League of Ireland title. And I do expect them to go on and challenge and go on and win it. Bohemians, if they can't get their performance right and they can't get any wins on the trot, I think bad serious questions will be asked of Alan Reynolds and the players. Are they good enough to really compete for a European place this new season?
Talking of questions, it seems that John is teasing you in the comment sections.
I can see what John is trying to do. Well,
pass the ball to you, Connor, and maybe you can comment John's comments on Mose. He says, I think Mose will leave when the summer transfer window comes around. Players outside the league that come here starting to realize the quality of the league is improving. What do you make of this comment?
I mean, yeah, definitely. You know, Mousse, he was hyped up as, you know, obviously coming from Premier League experience with Sheffield and I think Bournemouth. You know, you'd expect him to run right through the league. But off these certain, 5-6 games, he hasn't come out, he hasn't appeared, in my opinion. He hasn't. You'd miss him on the pitch. You know, you wouldn't expect him to be of Premier League standard. But, you know, it's like every other player who's come from a big club in, you know, England or, you know, abroad. It's more just, will they score 28 goals, get the highest goals assist in the league, or will they be an absolute flop and score 3 or 4 in the entire season? I think, agreeing with John, he will leave in the summer, because I feel like if he doesn't live up to his standards, he's not going to want to stay in the league, first off. And secondly, people are just going to want him out. Moving on to the result itself, you know, 2 late goals for Pats, you know, really put the nail in the coffin for Bows on Friday night. You know, I know people that are calling for Rennie's head already. They want him out. And I can understand why, but I think Bows need to avoid what they did with Declan Devine and sack him too early in the season, because it's going to have a ripple effect throughout the season, towards the end of the season, which will affect them, and, you know, they'll go on to finish 7th, 8th, and worst case scenario in the relegation area. So, you know, like Cornell said, and I'll echo his you know, thoughts on Aidan Keena. He has been an absolute star for Pats, and, you know, Zach Elbazetti, being a former Watford player, he looks like he was when back when he played with us in 2018. He looks as fit and as strong as ever for his age. So I think it was a fully expected result in terms of, you know, 3-0. Bows have a habit of winning fairly high and then instantly having a very poor game the next week. So especially coming up against favourite Pats, it was bound to happen. But, you know, I think Bows will be kicking himself for conceding 3, especially 2 late on and 1 in the 90th minute.
So John is not short with his words when it comes to Mose's performance. He's just saying Mose was massively overhyped when he joined Bows in the first place. Everyone instantly said he was the best player in the league. He's far from it at the moment. I'd say John is absolutely right. And maybe if he doesn't perform by mid-season, he'll be gone.
100%.
We'll move to the next game here, which is the last one. Happened the day after. Sligo lost when they were visited by Derry. I think it's a very important victory for Derry. I would say they badly needed Cornell.
Yeah, Derry, obviously, who lost their previous game last week, obviously we're coming into this new game, coming into the Sligo Rovers game with a plan, and that was to win the game, and they did it in style. Michael Duffy absolutely on fire this season for Derry. They needed to show up and they needed to show their quality. They needed to show that they can be the team that wants to be favourites for the League of Ireland title and really want to be challenging Shelbourne and to stopping Shelbourne from retaining their League of Ireland title. Derry City obviously have been questioned obviously over the past weeks about bringing in experienced players and buying players that's over 30, and maybe instead of they're obviously looking at young players and bring them in. But Derry City do what they always do, and I think the very best is to come from this team, but they have to keep up the hard performance, determination of performances, and getting back to the best, and they did that. Saloga Rovers, they've shown how fantastic they have been as an underdog side. Yes, they haven't been in the best of form this season. We've seen that because they had to respond. Yes, they've lost key players since the new season started. They've lost Ed McGinty, who's made the move to Shamrock Rovers. They've lost Ellis Chapman, who was their best midfielder last season. And obviously they've brought new faces like Jake Hayes into the fold, Matt Wilfie who's coming, Sam Sargent who's coming in. Hickey has just been absolutely fantastic for them. But Derry, I mean, everyone's talking about Derry and saying, well, are we going to see the very best of Derry? How is Cian Lynch going to get used to managing in the League of Ireland? How is he going to put out his best 11? Is he what formation is he going to play? These are serious questions that obviously Derry has been asked at, but Derry showed up against the Saloga Rovers and showed that they can really win, get the 3 points, and now they can move on now.
Connor, one of the things that most of us agreed on the last episodes, that Sligo is one of the favorites to be relegated, and I think that result attests our prediction. Would you be on our side, or do you think Sligo has a good chance to be in Premier Division next year?
I fully agree. I think they'll be fighting for relegation. I don't think they'll be the automatic relegation spot, but I do think they'll end up being playoffs. With their start this season, 1 win and 4 draws, it definitely shows that they're not up to it. It shows that, they're not really, or I think these stats could be wrong, apologies, but I think it's just they're not up to it. They're not up to the fight of Premier Division football this year. The league is so fast-paced, so tight, you can't predict it. And I think Sligo sat back. They didn't invest great during the winter. I think John Russell, I think, may be gone before Alan Reynolds this year. It might be a bit of a hot take, but I think Sligo have a habit of being on a horrible streak, could lose 3 or 4 games. They win one quite well, and they keep John Russell in because they think he's going to turn it around now, but then they go back on to lose a couple. So I think, personally, Sligo just aren't ready for it. They aren't, up to the task. I think they will be either in the promotion relegation playoffs, or they have the possibility of being rock bottom. It can go either way, but I don't think they'll be top half the table whatsoever.
What about Derry's fate, Connor? Do you think they can fight for Europe at the very max, or not even that?
I think Saloga Rovers, I think they'll be fighting for relegation this year. I think obviously if they can't get results in this season and they can't start winning games, then I think their manager will be questioned, and I think the board, the Saloga Rovers board, will be asking, well, have they got the right manager to really help them? Look, if you look at their defense, it's not very good. They've got the worst defense in the League of Ireland, and you can clearly see that they could be in and around the relegation playoff fight come from the end of the season. But I think they need to get results in, and they need to start getting wins on the board, and I think the players need to start believing in themselves and really try and work together as a team to really push up the table, and instead of fighting for a relegation playoff place. But I think if the losses keep carrying on, then I think the manager's going to go.
Okay, before we move to next topic, I just want to ask you, who do you think are the teams that may benefit from this break, and who are the teams that will not be benefiting from this break? Like just a couple of teams on both sides of the coin. Maybe Connor, you can start.
Well, I think personally, Watford, we are going to benefit from it if our cards are played right in terms of adjusting tactics and formation. But then again, I'm going out on a limb here. I think Rovers could definitely scrape things back after this break. They've had a poor start. I think in this time they're going to have the time to reflect and realise they're a side that should be instantly challenging for the title. They should be up first, second, third place. They shouldn't be down where they are at the moment. So I think Rovers would definitely benefit from it. I think after this, Sligo are probably going to suffer even further. I don't think, with this long break, they won't have time to kind of catch up. I think coming towards April, May after this break, it'll really show who's going to come up, be on the top half of the table, who's going to be on the bottom half, really. Even though it's quite an adverse league, I have a feeling it will be fairly straightforward. With you won't be able to predict who's going up, who's going down, but you'll be able to predict who's mid-table. And I think teams like Derry, they'll be at mid-table, and it can go any way this year. But anything can happen, and I think Watford, Rovers, and possibly even Bows may benefit from this international break. But only time will tell. I think anything can happen, really.
The other one, Cornell, is Cork. Dave is saying that the city needs time to get healthier. They have been snake bitten by injuries, big time.
Yep, definitely. With Cathal O'Sullivan out before the season started, with Seanie Maguire out, with I don't know if he's back, but Greg Bolger went down versus the Blues and ended up coming off at half time. So it can be happening, really. I think that Cork definitely will be. You won't be able to tell as of yet because of how injury ridden they are. Along with St. Pat's, both these teams have suffered countless injuries before the season started, and as we move into the season, players are going down injured. So I think may give it 2 months maximum, and we'll see how they can play from there. I think, although Cork have had a pretty poor start in terms of going up, and they would have wanted to perform better. Anything can change with O'Sullivan coming back, with Seanie coming back, and with Bolger coming back. So that's really my thoughts on it.
Well, from your end, Cornell, any team that may make the most of this pause?
I think Sligo Rovers are also a team that I think they can make use of international break. I think they need to sit down as a team and really look at the previous games that they've played and see where they could have gone, where they could have done better, and where they could have won, and how they can get back to winning ways, and how they can really get back to their best. I'll definitely say Bohemians is also one of them. I think obviously since they won against Shamrock Rovers on the first day of the League of Ireland season, then things have just not gone their way. I would like to see Bowes really look at their team, find ways how they can get Mose playing again to get back to for him to really adapt to playing in the League of Ireland, because playing in the League of Ireland is very, very difficult. It's not easy. It's hard pace, and you've got to really be at your very good, fantastic peak game to really match it. Cork City as well is another team as well that I think that will really benefit from the National League as well. I think obviously they're missing Greg Bolger in their midfield since he went down with an injury. Cathal O'Sullivan, absolutely one 17-year-old young talent that I think will really light up the League of Ireland when he comes back. Sean Maguire, as I said, another goal-scoring machine who can score goals and really make things happen. I think getting him back, I think, will be very, very crucial. But I think, and then I think also Shamrock Rovers as well. I think they'll benefit from the international league as well. I think they'll definitely get back to their very, very best, as you're already seeing already. Drogheda as well, also another one, even though they've been underdogs this season and they're fighting for Europe. But for me, I think if I had to pick any of the teams that I think that will benefit from the national break, I would definitely say Waterford as well. Because they are an underdog team and they are a fantastic team to watch. And when they start playing football, they are a very, very difficult team to stop, and they always give their 100%. So I think Saloga Rovers will be one, Waterford will be one, and I'll definitely say Bohemians will be ones that needs to benefit from the international break as well.
So in 7 minutes, the game is starting. And I want to tell people, don't go anywhere. We'll be here for live commentary. So you can watch the game, but at the same time, sync with us. Just before we move to the Ireland game, a brief, quick comment, guys, on the first division. I keep the ball with you, Cornell. Just a quick remark.
The first division has been fantastic. Dundalk have just been on fire this season. They're still unbeaten this year. 4 wins, 1 draw in 5 games. Absolutely. No stopping them this season, and they are the reason why they are the team that no one doesn't want to be playing. They are the reason why they are top of the table. They beat Kerry FC 3-1. This is the best form that you've ever seen, and I think them and Cold Wanderers will be favourites for promotion. Not forgetting Wexford as well. I think they are ones to watch as well. They've been on absolute fire as well this season. 3 wins in 5 games for Wexford as well. Absolutely. But I think if anybody was to ask me who I believe will be favourites for promotion, I think Wexford and definitely Cold Wanderers as well. So I think out of them two.
Connor, just your quick thoughts on the first division before we move to the Ireland game.
Well, yeah, I mean, with both, it's kind of, the league, in my opinion, is split half and half. The top half of the league has been quite interesting. The bottom half has kind of been how you'd expect it, really. Longford, teams like that, Longford, Kerry, the teams that you wouldn't expect to perform well haven't performed well. Like Cornell said, Dundalk, kind of Wexford, Cove, they'd be your kind of top 3 in no particular order. But then, you've got Treaty, who obviously have had their turmoil recently, but with the owner Kieran McCormick, which we've covered in depth. But, if they, sort their things off the pitch, I think things on the pitch will definitely improve as well. But, the league has been quite interesting.
Okay, so let's move to the Ireland game. That's a big one tonight. I can see the squad is already getting into the pitch, and we have Ben joining. Ben, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good to have you here. We are right on time for the big Ireland game. Still like 4 minutes before the game starts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you who is the Ireland first 11, and maybe you can tell me your thoughts on that. Okay. I think I have an image with that. Bear with me. So just one note from my end. I was expecting Evan Ferguson to be on the first 11, but maybe he's injured or there is some surprise. Ben, how do you approach this first 11?
Yeah, overall, I think it's actually a good starting 11, but the one thing I'm a bit kind of confused about is Jake O'Brien not starting. He's been in very good form for Everton recently. I was just scoring not too long ago. So I do think Jake O'Brien, I would have started him, but I suppose we'll have to see how it goes and go from there.
Connor, your comments on the first 11.
On the first 11, obviously I'm a bit disappointed that O'Brien is not in the starting 11 after his wicked form for Everton in the Premier League. Vitor as well on the bench as well. I'm a bit surprised that he's not starting. Obviously for me, I think he should be starting. Evan Ferguson as well. I would have loved to see Evan Ferguson and Troy Parrott obviously playing up together up front. Obviously Sinclair Armstrong on the bench as well. Another one I think I'll be looking forward to seeing. But I would have liked to see O'Shea and O'Brien in that back line, and obviously Adder as well is on the bench. But it'll be very interesting to see how they do against Bulgaria. Kellier in goal, obviously, didn't play very well in the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. So I'll be very interested to see how he does as well. But I think the key players in this team at the moment, Troy Parrott as well, who's obviously bossing it in the Dutch league. Obviously Dara O'Shea, yes, who's been impressive in the Championship, and Finneraz, and obviously Cullen as well. Interesting about Brady starting, because I did see comments about Brady being in it. Not sure. I probably would have started Vatter ahead of Brady. Obviously for me, but I think the Irish manager, I think Helgeson is just thinking, well, he's going with his gut instinct and seeing how this team goes. And I think if it gets not how it seems, then I think he will change it. But I think he should have started O'Brien at the back for me.
Connor, are you confident with the first 11, or do you have any concern?
Well, to start off, personally, I'm not really happy to see Matt Doherty back in the squad. I've nothing against him personally, but he's great when he comes to club. But when he puts on that Ireland jersey, he seems to be a completely different player. He seems to just not be able to stay up with the pace of the game, which is quite unfortunate, because in the league standard, he's very good. He is a good player. And, to see Jake O'Brien be snubbed of a spot in the starting 11, Ferguson is 50-50 for me. He is quite good. But then again, I wouldn't be too confident in him with how he's played in the Prem, but you can't really count him off. He's still really young. I would have liked to see Adam Ida in the squad, but beggars can't be choosers. I think Ida, especially in this kind of game, would definitely be great. But apart from that, I'm very happy with the squad. It seems like a strong squad, but I'd definitely like to see Jake O'Brien come in, and either Ida or Ferguson come into the 11 as well.
Right, so we are approaching kickoff. I'm going to ask you your prediction when it comes to the score. So just a quick comment on that. Ben, you'll be the first, since you're the first telling about the Irish squad. So what's your prediction for the score?
I'd probably say 2-0 win for Ireland. It'll be great to bring back over to Dublin for Sunday. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. I think Ireland will do the job 2-0 with maybe Troy Parrott will get one, and I'd love to see a Nathan Collins header or something like that as well.
Cornell, do you share Ben's optimism, or not that positive about the game?
Oh yeah, I share Ben's optimism. I'll definitely say 2-0 Ireland. I think as long as Ireland can get the first goal, then they'll be in the comfort zone. But definitely, I'll say 2-0 Ireland.
Connor, are you with them? Or
yeah,
not much?
I'm with them, but I think it's going to be 3-1. I think it's going to be fairly high scoring, but I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think Kelleher, the confidence mightn't all be there, especially after the Carabao Cup final. But, I'm definitely, with Ben in terms of, Nathan Collins. I'd love to see him score, and a Troy Parrott goal. But I'd also love to see Ida or Ferguson subbed on late on, and one of them get a goal, because they're both really good players. And, you'd love to see them get a goal.
Yeah, I'm going to say myself, I'm also confident, not as much as you. I'm happy with 1-0. As long as we win, we are all satisfied. So let's move to the game.
Underway.
Yeah. And I'm going to encourage the audience, if they have any Any prediction for the game? Put it on the comments, and we will share our opinion about people's prediction. Come on, don't be shy.
I mean, we seem fairly comfortable with the ball to start off. You know, we don't seem to be crumbling under pressure as of yet, but sure, you know, we're only, 40, 50 seconds in. So anything can change, but we've seemed to be quite confident on the ball just right off a kickoff, which you'd like to see.
Yeah, it's a good start. It's promising.
Stadium looks fairly empty as well from the Bulgaria side of things as well. A lot of empty seats around the whole ground.
Yeah, I think they might have been capped at 10,000 if I'm right, and there's a 1,000 Irish loyal following, so that's great to see. But I think they were capped at about 10,000.
So here are some predictions from our dear friends. John Brennan. I'm going to go with a boring 0-0. I apologize, lads, as someone needs to disagree. It wouldn't be fun, no? Jack, 2-0. What of you guys saying 2-0?
Yeah, 2-0 definitely for Ireland. Not 0-0. That's
Bit too boring. Not a fan of the old boring stuff. I'll just pull up, some fan opinions here. That's good as well through Twitter. Just, get some other voices from people who aren't watching. It's a great chance, that. Great ball played in from the wing, just too close to the keeper.
So, guys, you said 2-0. Any prediction for the goal scorer?
I probably would say I think Troy Parrott will score first, and then I think Johnston will probably score. If Johnston don't score, I think second half. I think Adam Adada will come on and get the second goal.
Yeah, I would go with Evan Ferguson in the second half, maybe around minute 75. I didn't put any money on that. I'm just guessing. Ben.
No, I think that's a good prediction, Victor. Yeah, I won't rule out Evan Ferguson scoring either. Obviously, I think the best is to come from Evan Ferguson. So yeah, I'll definitely say yes to that.
Definitely agreed.
It's a great chance there by Ryan Manning straight at the keeper.
Yeah. Just going off past results from Bulgaria, I know they lost 5-0 to Northern Ireland. It was back in November. So,
Was it in Belfast or in?
Yeah, I think it was in Belfast. If I can remember.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we can pull off something like Northern Ireland did, I definitely think it will be high scoring. Good advantage.
So
yeah, attempt blocked by Ryan Manning. Just had a shot with his right foot on the left side of the 6-yard box.
So Bulgaria finished at second, and Ireland finished at third. But I don't think Bulgaria is favored for this game. I think they have been declining over the last 10 years. Their football, so we don't have many reasons to be confident, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit ahead from you, but Bulgaria have just scored.
Seriously?
Oh, no way. No.
That's a
You won't be kidding me. No.
No, I'm not. I don't know who got it, but I think it was just outside the box, just didn't pass Creeping Keller.
Oh, that's awful. I know. I go at minute 5, yeah.
Just coming up for me now. That's a real gut punch. That's a real punch in the gut now. Such a good start from the lads as well. They were really good. They were good on the pace. They were good, running down the wing. But that build-up play, lovely dink to start it off. Good pressure from the defence, but it was just well taken. just outside the box, off the post. It's bog standard off the training ground. Look, it's frustrating.
Oh my days. That is definitely not what Ireland need right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, first shot, first goal. That's the worst.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, they were lucky, the ball hit the post.
It was a very light kick. It looked like a very light shot, and it just rolled in off the post.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a goal.
I think we just gave up way too. I think we gave it up way too easy. Weren't really, strong with the attack, with the defensive press. Really, we're just too scared to make a challenge. But that's the back flick is just off the training ground. Bog standard. You can't really go against it. But the shot, I think Kelleher, very unlucky. I think he had just miscalculated in a sense. He would have thought it would, even if it hit the post, it would bounce out. But it was just too short, and ended up inside netting. So that's frustrating to start off.
So there were other two games. I'm just checking this evening. Turkey beat Hungary 3-1, and Georgia went all the way to Armenia to return with a 3-goal victory. So
very good.
So that's the two teams we have in the World Cup anyway later on this year in the qualifiers, Hungary and Armenia. So, and also playing the winner of Portugal and Denmark. So it'll be great to see how that game gets on this week as well.
Yeah. I think Bulgaria are quite comfortable now. They seem to just be able to run a good bit of possession, especially throughout the back. But
yeah. So it won't be a 2-0. That we know already.
No, gone already.
mine's still on, lads. Mine's still on.
Still on. Still on. Connor said 3-1, so there's still a chance.
But straight off, Heimer is going to need to look at some changes during halftime. If it's way too early on to decide that, but if all comes to all and push comes to shove, you really need to play your best squad and not try and scrape out some unfit legs. Really.
There's another big game happening right now as we watch this one. Spain is taking the lead in the Netherlands.
Spain are on fire, especially when you got Nico Williams in there as well, and Lamal in there. I think they're just unstoppable to watch right now. And I think the confidence from winning the Euros last year, I think, has really helped them to really be favourites to win the Nations League finals, really, to be honest.
You couldn't be more right. Cornell, the goal scorer, was actually Nico Williams. So,
yes!
Another massive one. Italy just scored. They are beating Germany in Italy. 1-0 scored. Tolnavi just scored.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's massive one.
Yeah, interesting that. Yeah, very interesting. Tonali, I mean, obviously confidence boost from for the Carabao Cup win, but yeah, I think a big shocker that really, to be fair, even though Italy has put out their best 11, to be honest.
So our good friend John is saying, I think a 1-1 draw is the best we're getting here, lads. And the reason is Ireland never scores more than one.
Yeah, it's a pity.
Mm.
But as I'm seeing on Twitter here, there's I'm seeing people say we're unbelievably shit, but I don't think so. I think there's definitely hope and there's definitely time for us to pull something back here, because we're fresh out onto the pitch. I just think first international of the year, it can go any way really, but you really don't want it to pan out the way it has panned out so far, with Bulgaria being so attackingly pressive compared to us. We're kind of sat back when we get the ball. We kind of play it out the back and we don't really make attacking advances. So
Very quiet so far, in my opinion. Like most of the ball is in the midfield.
yeah,
I think teams are not taking risks. They are being conservative, and Bulgaria was just lucky. They had a chance, they scored.
Yeah, I think that Ryan Menning chance, I think really went against Ireland. So I think Helgeson needs to make a change at halftime and bring on Adam Adar in it to come on.
Bulgaria just seemed to be the better team at the start here, unfortunately.
Yeah, 51% of possession, and Ireland has only had 49%, and only one shot on total shots and one shot on target from Ireland, really, to be honest, and same from Bulgaria.
I've just seen the Nico Williams goal from the Spain-Netherlands match. Very good, ball played in to the edge of the box and then passed straight into him. He turns to the defender and puts it down in the bottom corner. Pretty standard. So very good play, to see that. But, anything can happen in all these games because they're all very interesting. They're all, tight, per se.
Yeah, anything can happen. I still believe that Ireland will turn it round and get the equalising goal in the second half. Just needs to make the right changes at half time, but definitely Adam Adar needs to come on.
He definitely needs to get some game time because I think we're just not too strong in the attacking standpoint, unfortunately.
Oh, Jesus. Bulgaria corner there, and the player taking it just slipped when taking the corner.
That Tonali goal was quite good. A bit of a mix-up in the German box, but, not more you could ask for. Great finish from Tonali.
Yeah, brilliant finish.
First 15 minutes, I think it's fair to say that Ireland is under expectation so far.
Extremely, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Why do you think is that? Do you think they are intimidated, or they cannot play together? The players they don't know each other. What's the issue in your opinion?
Don't know really. I don't really see what is happening here. It could be a mix of everything. I think it's happened a lot unless they're playing, low-rated teams. I think they just seem to struggle in terms of that link-up play. But, a good shot will definitely slip in. But, currently it's just not been great.
Yeah, sometimes it's all that it takes when there is a chance and there is some momentum, and then they are boosted. Maybe now. See what happens. That wasn't too good.
Oh, attempt blocked by Ryan Manning again. Right-footed shot at the center of the box is blocked. So another chance, Ireland.
Yeah.
Question here from our good friend John. How important is it for Heimir to not get relegated from League B of the Nations League?
Well, I mean, it's really important because I think if we get relegated from, League B, I think it'll all just go head over heels for us. And I think the demand for playing international football with Ireland won't be there. I think we'll struggle a lot more than what we currently are. So, hopefully things turn around in our favour. But, it's frustrating.
Yeah, especially because he just took over, and the FAI spent 6-9 months searching for a manager. So he's there's a lot of pressure on him to make us happy, and if the first thing he does is relegating us to Group C, it won't be the best start, I'd say.
Yeah.
Here's a chance. Free kick.
Thank God. Hopefully you get something out of this.
What's the best player for the free kick?
I don't really know, to be honest. Unless any of the lads would know better than I would, but
I think Robbie Brady's standing over it now. Yes, Robbie Brady and Mikey Johnston are standing over it there.
Yeah.
Swung in by Brady, but cleared out, but we still have the possession.
So in another ground, Kosovo just took the lead. They are ahead of Iceland, 1-0.
nothing's wrong with Heimer tonight, lads. Even his former team is losing.
Yeah.
Oh, goal for Ireland.
Oh, fantastic. Brilliant.
Go for Ireland.
I probably shouldn't be saying it from my head, but they was just showing the replay there of the foul, and it just goes up and the ball's crossed in. It's Finn Azaz who's got the goal.
That's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Brilliant now. I think it was obviously taken for the free kick, but Finn Azaz headed I think he was in the 6-yard box.
That's it.
But Brilliant
Hopefully
goal.
we'll get clear replay.
Yeah.
It was a
Free
quick
kick.
ball, I think, no?
Yeah, free kick was taken long, very quickly over. Can't tell who
Yeah.
it was crossed to Parrott and he leaves it over, puts it in for Assaz.
Now, well done. Yeah. Good response.
Hi, Robbie Brady.
Yeah, Finn Araz. This is the reason why Finn Araz.
Oh yeah, there you go, right in the centre of the 6-yard box. I think bang, proper really. That's all you can really ask for out of that. A great finish to equalise us, bring us back level. So, hopefully that will, be encouraging to the lads to, maybe scrape results even in the first half.
And that's a good goal. It's teamwork.
100%.
Yes.
Great goal.
Assisted by Troy Parriott.
It's a great taken free kick, and Troy Parrott on the right side of the 6-yard was able to just tap it back in to Finn Azaz, who can just slot it away left side. I think you can be fairly happy with that.
Yeah. So we are still on track for the 3-1 corner.
Yeah, I'll say 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it could end up 2-1 or it can end up 3-1.
Iceland also equalized, so it's now Kosovo 1, Iceland 1.
I'm usually having a good night.
Are you expecting any changes at halftime for Ireland?
I think Adam Adar to come on at halftime, give him a run. O'Brien to come on at halftime. So probably 2 changes: Adar and O'Brien to come on at halftime.
Agreed. I could definitely see them two coming on. I think with the introduction of those two lads, I definitely think they would make a difference to the game. Much better in the attack and in the defence. As we've seen with Jacob Ryan and Everton, he's been very commanding in his back line. And with Adam Ida with Celtic, he's been, picture perfect striker, really. He's been banging in goals. He's been performing well. So I think both these players will be very strong.
And where do you think Ireland is strongest? At the front or at the back?
I'll probably say at the front, really. I think when going forward, they're very, very strong, but I think defensively, they're quite weak at the back. So I think the introduction of O'Brien at the back, I think, will really calm down things.
And is it about the individuals or the manager style?
I think it's the manager's style, really. To be honest, I think of how he wants Ireland to play, and then I think which formation really works with Ireland, and how the players can play with more freedom and more quality when going forward. So I think it's more the style, really, to be honest.
Apologies.
Croatia have just taken the lead against France.
That's a shock one there. You wouldn't expect France to be dropping any goals this early on.
Is France against playing Croatia?
Yeah, Croatia's winning 1-0.
Oh yeah.
And Cody Gakpo just scored for the Netherlands as well.
Oh, brilliant, Cody Gakpo. Excellent.
And I can see Croatia missed a penalty, minute 8, so there could be 2-0 by now.
Yeah. I mean, if this is how they've been playing so far, I think they could definitely pull away with something out of that.
Yeah. Netherlands also managed to equalize. Cody Gakpo scored. Yeah, good ball. If I would be a Bulgarian fan, I wouldn't be too happy now. Considering they are playing at home, they are not the alpha team on the pitch. Huh?
Yeah. You know, Ireland, considering they went one down, they've actually been fairly good.
Yep.
But, any of that could change in a heartbeat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bulgaria's just had an attempt on goal, but it's been blocked.
That was a bit too tight for liking there.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Way too easy on the attack.
This is why I say Jake O'Brien needs to come on at halftime to really calm things down at the back. It's got one or two changes wrong, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed.
I think we've just got a corner now here. Oh, great play, yeah.
It's a great chance. Gone out for a corner.
Yeah. No. That wasn't clever.
Mm.
What are the Bulgarians claiming here? Don't get it. No, there's no penalty.
Oh, handball by Bulgaria.
Yeah, handball. Yeah, 100%.
It's got to be a penalty. If it's a handball, it's got to be a penalty. The referee's got to give a penalty. He's clearly handballed the ball.
Mm.
Another free kick now for Ireland and
Yeah,
further ahead, I think. So
that can be dangerous.
mm,
The game improved. I think since Ireland scored, they kind of woke up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah, I think since scoring the equalising goal, I think they've just had that sort of more belief about them.
very, very good tactic there with the free kick, even or the free kick taken very quickly. But Collins
Well
lucky to
done.
get the other side of it.
Oh, that was a pity. I like the way Ireland is approaching the free kicks. They know what they're doing, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
They can take advantage of that. They already did anyway.
Definitely.
Parius had an attempt on goal, right side on the right side, but it's been blocked. So Ireland's creating the chances. I think they can still get the second goal.
Yeah, I think so too, Cornell. Yeah, I can see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If there is a team scoring before the halftime, it's Ireland. It's not Bulgaria.
No, they won't score. Ireland will score the second goal, get the winner.
So our Scottish friends just scored in Greece. They are ahead of Greece 1-0.
Good to hear.
Penalty. So it seems Dave agreed with us. He just said Bulgaria seems rotwat.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Bulgaria is getting rattled by Ireland since the equalising goal.
Yeah.
And Ireland have looked more the better side since going a goal down.
Mm. Also, I may need to leave in the next couple of minutes, but I should hopefully be back just as the second half starts. Something's just have to come up for me.
Yeah, no problem. You know where we are.
No problem.
Robbie Brady's had another shot on target, despite it being assisted by Troy Parriott. 36th minute.
Yeah, we are approaching halftime. It's that time of the game when you don't want to concede a goal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think it's just keeping it impact at the back and solid at the back, then and just leaving it at half time and making one or two changes.
Lukaku scored for Belgium. Ukraine 0, Belgium 1.
Not surprised with Lukaku, with the form that he's in the Serie A at the moment since leaving Chelsea.
He's playing for Napoli, no?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Napoli. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing great. Yeah, with yeah. How old is he now?
He's in his 30s at the moment.
Yeah, but he's in shape. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in good shape at the moment. So
31 years old. Have it here.
Yeah, 31. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Italian football is not as fast, so maybe it suits, someone in his late stages. So that might help.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely agree, Victor, that the Serie A is not that fast paced like compared to the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is more fast paced, and the Liga as well.
Yeah. Just encouraging the audience to share their comments since we are approaching halftime.
Oh.
Are you guys satisfied? Is Ireland meeting the expectations? What do you foresee on the second half, guys?
News again. Matt Doherty's just scored. Jesus.
Ireland scored.
Matt Doherty.
Yes, I told you to score. Told you to get the second goal.
Keeper is down injured though, but was.
Yeah, despite the goalkeeper saved it, they still managed to go on and score. So brilliant goal by Matt Doherty. To be honest, they needed it.
Well done.
even though he's had one or two chances tonight. But I'll be honest. I mean, he's played really well. So please for them to get the second goal going into halftime.
2-1, yeah. It's similar to the goal that brought Ireland to the quarterfinal in when was that? 2016.
2016.
Yeah, I remember that goal.
Against Italy, yeah.
Kind of similar, no?
Yeah, very. I remember watching it live every day. Nearly think of it. It was great moment.
Yeah. That's it. We are taking the lead. And I would say it is a good time to score a couple of minutes before halftime.
Definitely.
Like the same way we conceded a goal in the first few minutes, now we managed to take the lead right before halftime. So it's great to score now.
Yeah, very important that Ireland scores. They needed the goal. Obviously, going a goal down, it was a soft goal to concede. But they've found a way to come back down from a goal down and tie the game, and now go on and to try and see the game out at, to half time. So.
There's a game happening in Vienna, I think. Austria is beating Serbia 1-0. They just scored. I wouldn't dare to pronounce the name of the player who scored, sorry. Gregoric or something.
Yeah. Two minutes out of all now at the end of the half.
2 minutes. Wow. They usually give more minutes in the internationals. I don't know why. It wasn't a handball, no.
I think it was handball for me. I think Ireland should have had a penalty, to be honest.
Yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
First half. Right. Let's do a technical break.
Yeah.
Okay. We other in 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. You back, Ben?
Yeah, all back.
Yeah, so a couple of minutes more and the second half will start. I think it's going on the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. I think Bulgaria just had a sub there, I think. I wasn't sure who it was, but
Yeah, it didn't start very well with that goal at minute 5. It took us time to respond, but I think from the moment we scored, we told them we are there to try to win the game, and maybe they were not expecting Ireland to be that brave.
yeah. Hopefully we keep it up now in the second half and don't concede anymore. Score another few goals to settle the tide out, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm just concerned if Ireland will park the bus, but maybe that's not the coach style, because from what I know about him, he likes to attack.
Yeah, hopefully not. A bit more attacking, a bit more exciting of game then.
Yeah, it's too early for that. I'd say they can start. They can start pulling the squad back from minute 75, 80, but not before. And it's a pity that away goals don't count. I was just checking that myself, because it would be good to have 2 goals scored away.
Would be heading back to Dublin for Sunday anyway.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the away goals rule or not really?
I don't, not really, but they were making games way more exciting when they were in place, like.
Yeah.
But they were very confusing sometimes to get over and wonder if it was late in the game, like if someone scores an away goal, if they've won or if who's won or what's happened now. But
yeah. It's confusing. Yeah.
Mm.
Second half just started, so yeah. Let's cheer for the best.
Hopefully.
So for those who are watching us at home, are you guys confident with the result? Do you think we can score another couple of goals, or we'll be happy enough with 2-1? That's my question for the audience. No subs so far?
No, just the one for Bulgaria. I'll try and see who it was now, but it was Plamen Ilev on and Dimitar Mitov off with an injury.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those lads. To be honest, I'm not that familiar with the Bulgarian team as such. Who would be the best player from the Bulgarian team?
I wasn't too sure myself, but I heard there's one of the lads on the team plays for Leeds. So I think I've heard a few people say that he's the best player for them, but I'm not sure which one it is now.
Here have a comment from Connor Breen. Poor enough crowd, there it looks. Yeah, 100%. I would expect a more aggressive audience in Bulgaria. Don't know why is that. Dave is back with us. Great. My internet has been spotty. It's good to have you here, Dave. I know you enjoy our show. You're always with us for the last few weeks, and hopefully you'll be with us till the end of the season.
Just on the crowd as well, I wonder how many fans he'll be bringing to Dublin now for Sunday. I wonder if it'll be a high amount or low.
Yeah, I haven't checked how well are the tickets being sold so far. I'd say some people are waiting for the result tonight to see.
Yeah.
No, there's always this factor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, with this result, I will be encouraged to visit the Aviva on Sunday.
Exactly, yeah.
Have you been to the Aviva yourself?
Yeah, a few times. It was a season ticket with Ireland anyway, so. But I'm missing Sunday, unfortunately. Usually go with my uncle to the games, but he can't go Sunday, so I have no way down and all that. But I don't mind missing one or two. But I'll be back for the qualifiers in September anyway.
Oh yeah, the big games happen in September, October, November.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you may play against Portugal, so we'll see each other.
Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah. With the win tonight, the atmosphere will be electric. Definitely. Definitely. I can see Ireland winning. I'm not that impressed with Bulgaria so far.
Yeah.
It was a yellow. I didn't see it. Don't know if it was fair or not. It doesn't seem intentional. I don't know. I don't see that way. Croatia is now winning by 2 goals.
Oh.
Yeah, they scored just before halftime. Perisic scored. Germany equalized. Kwijndenstein. What else we have? Spain. Spain is now behind 2-1.
Oh, geez.
That's a surprise, yeah.
Who scored for the Netherlands, is it?
Reinders.
All right.
Bulgaria's coach resigned 2 weeks ago. He wasn't allowed to leave. Oh, Dave. Bulgaria, you probably are not watching. I mean, you probably are young, but Bulgaria had a very strong team in 1994 in the US World Cup. I remember that. That was the best Bulgarian team I've seen. They were very, very good. It was Bulgaria and Romania back then.
Bad.
But they never recovered.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
No sign of Connor or Cornell back yet, I know.
Yeah. Who's on the floor? I can see.
Robbie Brady, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie Brady.
Yeah, I think something happened. Irish fans are happy. We can see them celebrating.
Yeah.
It's too early to start the fireworks.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious for Robbie Brady anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very well. Which team you support in the League of Ireland, Ben?
Dundalk. I'm a Dundalk fan, so.
I'm a Dundalk fan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you will be the Cork City of the season.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
straight
like
back up.
yeah, like last year, like there was Cork and there was the rest in the first division,
Yeah,
and that might be well the case this year for you guys, I'd say.
yeah, exactly.
KFC flag in the front. Why not? KFC is on the rise, so they deserve. So the Irish team, like on the back, they seem very well situated, okay? But I think they could be a bit more aggressive chasing the ball.
Yeah,
That's my critique, if I'm allowed to. I like the way they
yeah.
distribute the players, on the back. That's good. They seem consistent, but they need to go after the ball and not just sit and
Watch it, really. Yeah,
watch it. Yes, and because they can pay the price for being passive.
Brady's back off now again on the sideline.
Yeah, and could be he's stopping a counter attack. Could be a yellow card.
It's all good again now. Taking a throw.
Yeah, they seem confident. Mikey Johnson had blood on his face, make his nose after that collision. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. Corner? No. If Ireland would manage to score the third, say, between the minutes 60 and 70, they could just sit back.
Yeah, exactly. More comfortable then.
Yep. Oh, come on, that was nasty.
Yeah.
That's he needs to be booked for that. What does he want?
Yellow card for him.
Oh, come on. He knows he touched the Irish player.
Yeah.
What is he expecting? Yeah, I mean, he tried to touch the ball, but he didn't manage. That happens. Sorry.
No. Free kick by Brady.
Good chance, no.
Good kick.
Corner. Not corner. I thought so.
Yeah. Another free kick now, I think. That was...
Yeah, could be, no? Jeez. That's another free kick,
Jason.
no?
Jason Knight yellow card, yeah.
Yeah, it's another yellow
And
card.
Another one for the Bulgarian.
Yeah. That's good. If they start to be booked, then they cannot take much risks.
Yeah, exactly.
Ireland can take advantage of that.
Another free kick now.
We have one more goal. Kosovo is now winning. Kosovo 2, Iceland 1.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's
That's
an
bad.
unpredictable game, yeah. I'm satisfied with the lads. Look, they are winning and they are trying to score the third. Now you would expect Bulgaria to be on top, and that's not the case.
Yeah, it seemed to be mostly Ireland the second half, I know.
Yeah, good attitude.
Still 0-0 in Denmark and Portugal anyway.
0-0, yeah. Is Ronaldo playing?
I actually don't know.
I can check it out. I'd say so.
He is, yeah. He is playing.
When do you think Ronaldo will retire?
Oh, not sure. I was thinking he'd be gone from the World Cup there in 22 maybe. But
Yeah.
I'd say that was probably his last World Cup. Maybe it depends how Portugal get on this year, if they qualify or not. And then I'd say he'd probably hang up the boots depending on that. But
Yeah, after the World Cup, yeah. Yeah, I'd say the same. I think he's trying to lift the World Cup just to finish, his career.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like with a fantastic moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very skeptical that will happen, but
Yeah.
he's giving the team a shot.
Mm-hmm. Just seeing that Ericsson missed the penalty 24th minute.
Oh.
So
Yeah, another free kick.
mm-hmm.
Ireland is winning a lot of balls on the middle, which it's key.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to
Sometimes
see.
it's where to win the games, no?
Yeah. Definitely great to see anyway.
No subs for Ireland so far. It's already
No,
minutes
not
65.
yet. Say within the next 5 or 10 minutes, there might be one or two rolling in.
Yeah, maybe it's about time to refresh the team.
Mm.
You can see on the Bulgarians' face they are unhappy.
Yeah.
Visible. No wonder. No?
Mm. Bulgaria seem to be giving a lot of frees away tonight.
Yeah. Was that a free? Well, maybe. No, that's dangerous. No, they're not confident. The Bulgarians are not confident.
Don't seem like
I
it.
can see that now. They can score, but it will be out of luck.
Yeah.
People on the chat, are you confident with Ireland or the Bulgarians will again score when no one is expecting? I think everyone's a bit nervous now.
Second corner now for Ireland anyway.
Yeah, another sub for Bulgaria, I think.
Oh.
Not many corners so far, no?
No, I think that was Ireland's second, and Bulgaria only had one.
Yeah, which is nothing. No? Because the
Not
average
much,
corner
no.
like around 10. So
Mm.
twenty minutes to go.
Mm.
It will be cruel now not to win.
Yeah.
No, it needs to be faster. can keep the ball there and see what happens. Oof. That was a good block, huh?
Yeah, great. And
Yeah.
substitute coming now for Bulgaria.
Who is coming in?
Number 10, Crave, I think his name is.
I think I saw him talking to the coach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to do something about it. It's not going in their favor.
No.
Yeah. And maybe Arman needs to refresh the team. I'm just afraid that some players won't make it for the 90 minutes.
Yeah, get some
They're
fresh
doing
legs
well.
in there.
What would you do?
Sorry?
What would you do? Like in terms of substitutions, anything you would change?
I'd bring Jake O'Brien in anyway. But maybe the likes of Ferguson or Ida just get a couple of minutes in. Ahead of Sunday as well and see if they deserve a start for Sunday.
Yeah.
But I don't know who I'd be bringing off now. But
Let me check the other games to see if there's anything spicy. Serbia just equalized in Austria.
right.
Ukraine just equalized.
Jeez.
Yeah. Actually, no, they are on the lead.
Oh, God.
That was unexpected.
Yeah. And we now have a corner. So hopefully we can score a goal now.
Who scored the goal?
Oh, no one, but we have a corner. So hopefully we can get a goal from this.
So only 1-0 so far, Denmark, Portugal.
That's a bad challenge.
What I can see is every time that Ireland puts pressure, Bulgaria struggles. So that's a good sign. I think if Ireland would manage to, to create more chances, maybe instead of 2 goals, we would have scored already 3 or more.
Yeah.
I think we just lack a bit of creativity.
And Finn Azaz is off and Taylor is on. So, first sub of the night. And Mark Sykes to come on too.
15 minutes to go.
And Ferguson on for Parrott. Or is it Ida? Ferguson on for Parrott.
Ferguson.
Yeah, and Ferguson on for Trey Parrott. Johnston for Mark Sykes. And then it was Azaz for Jack Taylor.
Yeah, but still the impact on the squad is 3 subs. Like,
says here that Bulgaria have had more possession, 55 to 45%.
Yeah, it's possible, but they are not materializing that in chances.
Yeah.
Like you can have all the ball. I'm not a big fan of this ball possession, as a stat, because I think it's misleading.
Yeah, you could have so much possession and still lose the game, like high percent and still lose.
Come on, Ferguson, just get in. Let's see, he has appetite.
Yeah.
And there's another 0-0, Slovakia, Slovenia. It's not just Portugal, yeah. And no other goals.
Not dead.
Free kick.
Another sub now. Manning off, I think. Jake O'Brien on now, finally.
Yeah, it's one after another. So I think it's a good performance so far, no?
Yeah, definitely. And young Rocco Vata on now for Jason Knight as well.
O'Brien is in. So you guys were
hoping, thankfully.
Yeah, hoping, yeah. Another sub. Last sub of the game for Ireland. Another free kick. Come on, it's one every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was just checking here. They've committed 14 fouls. That's a lot of fouls, and Denmark have just scored as well.
Denmark has scored. Oh,
yeah.
Crap. Who scored?
Let's try to find it here now. Hoyland. Yeah, 2-minute score there.
Not good for me. I hope I don't score now too.
Yeah.
I was out. Yeah. It's maybe yellow. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It was necessary.
Yeah. God.
He just got in and he got the yellow, just to be on the record.
Yeah. Not bad for the first senior game for Rakovada.
Yeah. Come on, boys. Yeah, come on, boys in green.
Germany have just scored as well. 2-1 against Italy.
Wow, and that's in Italy, no? That's an important victory. If they win,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crap. No. Well, the German team has improved last couple of years, no?
Yeah, definitely.
They are catching back.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, they need to keep focus. Eight minutes provides injury time. I don't think there'll be a lot of injury time. Maybe what,
I'd
4
say
minutes?
4 to 5 minutes roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Yeah, that would be fair.
Yeah. Free for Ireland now on the far side.
What? Free?
Yeah, free kick.
Free kick.
Yellow for their 14. This will be a good chance to get the goal to seal it now.
Yeah, to be great. Talking of free, Ukraine just scored the third.
Oh, God.
Yeah, surprise. Where is Ukraine playing, by the way? Do you know? They don't play in Ukraine for sure. Maybe Poland.
Oh, it's Poland, I think.
Yes.
Because I remember 3 years ago now, this year, Ireland played Ukraine in Poland.
Yes. Yes.
And Nathan Collins scored. I remember that.
Yep.
But
correct. Another sub on Bulgaria. They are desperate, but it doesn't look good for the Bulgarians now. Our chance to score the third. Very good, very good. they were quick at positioning themselves in the defense and recover the ball. I like that.
Yeah, just after that free kick, very good.
Yeah, they seem consistent. Come on,
Sorry?
that's a foul. That's a foul. No? He was pushing Ferguson.
And pulled the jersey as well. Got the showing from it. Anyway.
There should be a foul and a yellow card.
Corner. Jesus. Oh, a free kick.
Oh.
Free kick, just the edge of the box. That'll be good now.
Yeah, a bit ahead of me.
Oh, yeah.
You're watching RT?
On RT, yeah.
I think it's foul. Yeah, it's free kick. Yeah. Isn't it a yellow?
Yeah. Not
Maybe
sure.
not.
I didn't see if a card was given, but
No. That's fair. So he's not booked. That's fair.
18 fouls, and Bulgaria gave away 18 fouls. Now they're giving away 9.
Yeah, way too many.
Jesus.
Jeez, that was poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been me.
If it was good at football, he would have got a point for it.
Yeah. Good. I think that's it. I think we'll stay 2-1.
Hopefully, yeah.
So Connor was predicting 3-1. He wasn't that
too
low.
far.
Yeah. So if it stays as is, do you see Ireland winning again on Sunday?
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, I'd say probably maybe a 1, or maybe even a 2-0 win Sunday, I'd say. I'll have to see. But I'd say we will be staying up anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And as you guys were stating, it's very important for Ireland to stay in Group B to keep them
exactly, yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes out it all now.
Well done. I like the way the Irish players are performing. They seem to know what they are doing. They are focused. That's very important. It's a lot of that is on their heads.
It is, thankfully, yeah. Another free kick here now.
Dave's prediction 1-0 for Ireland. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
happy. Yeah, we don't need more. Take that, yeah. Yeah, another free, yeah. That's the thing. Ireland, I think Ireland won the game on the midfield.
Yeah. Thankfully, and it's always kind of been a weak part for Ireland anyway over the last couple of years. That midfield, and to be winning the game around the midfield is great, but
yeah, there was a deficit. Yeah,
pulling the jersey there should be a free, but goal kick.
you see, that's what I was saying. On the midfield, Ireland is dominating.
Yeah.
It made a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, 2 against 2. No.
Final minute now. Ferguson slipped, but free kick anyway in a booking. Yeah, yellow card.
That's another yellow.
Mm-hmm.
One after another. How many of them were booked? At least 5 or 6, no?
Yeah, high number of them anyway.
Yeah. They were lucky that none of them was sent off, because it was always a different one.
Yeah. I think Spain have just scored. Yeah, 2-2. In Netherlands, Spain.
Spain just scored, yeah.
That should be full time now. Yeah, that's it. All over.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not on my end. But I trust you. I trust you.
Yeah.
From all you reported so far, I trust you.
Yeah.
So that's it. Good result for Ireland. I think
Great for Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, we all have reasons to be happy. Not only with the result, I'd say also the performance was satisfactory, and hope they can replicate the same fashion on Sunday.
Exactly, in front of the home crowd as well.
Yeah. And we can still see good games in the Aviva against the teams in the Group B, because there are a couple of good teams in the Group B, so there'll be
exactly,
more to come. Yeah, I think there's a big difference between the B and the C. Sometimes I think more than between the A and the B, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah, so everyone is happy. That's what we are here for. So good game, good victory for Ireland.
Yeah.
And hope we see everyone on Sunday. Same place, same time, same place, same time, exactly. So all the best for Dundalk, Ben.
Thanks very much. Same to Cork City as well.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
See you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.